Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Striker Break. Today's a special day. Everybody knows. Everybody around here knows. 2022 Topps Chrome Day. We've been anxiously waiting this moment for many months now. And we've got hobby boxes and jumbo boxes. Retail's not out yet. We'll find out about that short enough in the future soon. How's everybody doing? We got a ton of people in here nice and early. I imagine we're going to have a nice packed haul before we know it. And since we've got 3 breaks to do today, we're just going to get started real fast right away. So come on over to the display cap with me and we'll get randomizing these teams. Break number 1, triple double. Actually, triple hobby. It's 3 breaks. I got to get the names all right. That's not it. Hold on. This keeps changing on me. I don't know why. My display capture feature. Let's try this. No? Still not going to do it? Okay. Try it again. There she is. Weird. There it is. Okay, if you're new to this, what we do is we grab all of the Major League teams. There's 30 of them. We mix them up 5 times. In a randomizer 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Phillies are up on top. We go over to the randomize tab, plop them down like so. Back to the buy-ins. We've got 30 of those. We take these ones over to the professionals at random.org. Drop them down here. Triple hobby. Roll the virtual dice. 7. Lucky number 7. Let's start it up. 3, 4, 5, 6, and the final round, 7. Reggie's on top. Place them down here. Put them in A to Z order. And here are your teams. Diamondbacks, Kayla J, Braves, Nikolai M, Orioles, Arturo H, Red Sox, Todd S, Cubs, Hampton M, White Sox, Andrew M, Reds, Andrew W, Guardians, James S, Rockies, Matt M, Tigers, Eric L, Astros, Nathan T, Royals, Ernesto F, Angels, William R, Dodgers, Philip L, Marlins, Jason S, Brewers, Ricky E, Twins, Charles C, Mets, Joshua A, Yankees, Mark H, Athletics, James R, Phillies, Reggie J, Pirates, Hector S, Padres, Ricardo R, Giants, Andrew S, Mariners, Daniel H, Cardinals, Anthony N, Rays, Wesley D, Rangers, Eric J, Blue Jays, Jake S, Nationals, Joe B. Good luck, everybody. And I'll drop you a link in the chat so you can check out your teams if you missed them. There it is. And there we go. Okay. Got that all taken care of. So we do mixers around here. We're going to start with something a little different, I suppose. What do we go with? Yes. I like starting with a jumbo box. 2020 Series 1 jumbo. Gotta ease in to the good. How's everybody doing? Anybody opened their own boxes yet? Derek says we need 145 people to absolutely destroy the like button. Oh, sweet, Dustin. All right, let's see here. We've got silver packs to open. And we've got a turkey box loader. How's it going, Matt? Chris Bryant leading off. All right. This is exciting. I'm going to try to kind of go through the normal stuff a little bit quicker. We'll pull out the goods and we'll fly through the base. We've all seen 2020 anyway, but we get an auto and 2 relics, and there's a thickie for stand-worthy card number 1, and it's an orange. What's it gonna be? Low number. Oh, we get an auto? Raffy Devers orange auto as a bonus 11 of 25. It's going to go like that today, guys. Love to see it. Nice and early. Pulling out the bonus auto. Let's go. That one's going to Todd. Congratulations. SPs are crazy rare from what I can determine. It's early, but I haven't even seen one pulled yet. I thought they'd be like the Vlad high number stuff, you know? The 201, 202, 203, 204 from 2019. But it looks like it's going to be an actual, like, really rare short print because they're not calling it an image variation. Image variations are different. Rainbow foil here. I don't know if they've done anything like that where they just include like a flagship style SP where it's actually really tough to pull, or SSP or SSSSSSSSP. This is a vintage stock, 96 of 99. Dale Murphy, Mariano, and we're gonna fly through the base. We got so much to open today, guys. Don't you worry, I go back through these like 2 more times. So I pick out all the goods, sleeve it up, top load anything needs to be top loaded. But any of the base, we're just going to fly through it on first look here and get to the middle part of the pack. The good part, Flaherty gold foil, Ken Griffey Jr., and a bunch more base. Sold the Seager already. Oh, dude, I got so many people contacting me about that card. That was the most popular card of the break, and it sold right away when I listed it. I didn't know what to put on it, and apparently that was the right price. So, she gone! And you know what else sold really fast from the PSA reveal? Actually, several of those cards have sold really quick, which I'll drop a link to my eBay store in case anybody wants to get in. I listed them all to sell, those slabs, and they have been. There's the eBay store. Check it out if you get a minute. Tim, using his 18-month member chat, says, "Hey, Striker, pulled the Strider SP rookie today." Yes. Oh, man. I want to see that. Send me a picture of that, please. I got to see it. But anyway, the other card that was super popular that I didn't expect, which, by the way, the PSA reveal that I did had 4 1-pop cards and 2 2-pop cards and like half a dozen to 10 single-digit pop cards. So that was pretty cool, knowing that you have like, you know, a very unique card that nobody else has. Lewis Thorpe gold foil, and this is going to be our autograph, and it's a red. What a box already. Orange Devers auto, red Hira auto, 11 of 25. Baseball stars. I love the early vibes of this. Strap on in, folks. We're going to be here for a little while. Just pulling fire, that's all. Bunch of base. Leaf asks, Striker, are you going to get Topps Baseball 2023 Series 1? Yes, sir. I get everything new, pretty much. Unless it's like, you know, $20,000 a box. Like the super expensive stuff. I don't really go that route. Sometimes we'll dip our toes into something like definitive that's a couple $1,000s a box. But, you know, not a ton of that. But yeah, absolutely 2023 Series 1. That's going to be hot. Quite a few rookies are going to be in there that we enjoy from this year. Just want to make sure that's not a Cueto short print. Jacoby Jones rainbow foil. Sneaky Miguel Cabrera. At first glance, just a regular card. Flip it around though, and you'll find a little treasure on the back that it's numbered to 300, advanced stats. For Miggy, it would be nice to get the advanced stats going like, you know, back quite a bit because he hasn't been good for a while. He's been okay this year, but Miggy, Hall of Famer, going to the Tigers. Randy and base. Nick with a $4.99. Happy Friday to you, Striker. You are a legend. Cheers. Albies is back tonight. Game changer, baby. I know. How about that first rehab game back that he had? Woo. He's going to be huge for the Braves. In their stretch run and in the playoffs. If he can stay healthy, that team healthy is scary. It really is. It's scary for everybody. Eric Thames. Blue swatch. Going to the Brewers. Ricky. I apologize if I miss people's chat. I'm going to be looking at the cards a lot, especially with Chrome since it's new. So I may miss your chat. Not on purpose. There's no beef there, Wax. It's just nonsense internet drama. And it's not even, I wouldn't even call it drama. Amir Garrett, rainbow foil. Look at this. Jordan, it's numbered. Kuba. 143 of 149. And that one's going. Let me find a top loader for this. Probably a 168 would be perfect. And it is. Houston, where are you? Nathan. Shohei, Tony Gwynn. D-Lo, using his 8-month membership, says over under on negatives pulled today. Tony's setting it at 1.5. I think we're going to be low on that, but since this is our only Chrome, I did mix in some Chrome update, but no other years of Chrome. I'm saving Chrome through the years. We're going to dabble in that in the future, in the near future. We'll do Chrome through the years breaks. Tyler Flowers, rainbow foil. Tom Seaver. And that's about it there. But we're going to go back in time and do a break with 2018 through 2022 Topps Chrome. And then there should be quite a few negatives in that. But each one of these breaks has at least 3 boxes of Chrome. I imagine, what was it, like 1 out of 112 packs or something? So I don't really know. I mean, knowing my luck, there will be way more than we should get. Gold. All right, nothing too crazy. I'm sure we got all the base rookies in here that we were looking for. Let me set this aside. Big stack of base. I like to include at least like one jumbo of a flagship product or something with a decent amount of base so we can make everybody's package nice and fat. Otherwise, if you just do Chrome, a couple boxes of Chrome, there's not that many cards, and people won't get that many cards. I mean, I usually pad it up with some of my personal stuff anyway, just to get it there, but I like to have a nice variety. Do a little Bowman, 2022 Bowman Blaster. That'll spread the teams out, and we got some 2021 Bowman Draft as well. Tim with a $1.99 super chat says, just sent you the pics of the Strider SP. Thank you, sir. Carlos, that's the way it used to be, man. Like, go back to 2018. Look at 2018 autographs. That's how it was in 2018. They had the player's autograph right over the refractor look without whiting it out a whole lot. Like, a lot of times they'll white it out where they sign and it'll make it pop. They didn't do that this year. A little bit different. That's a nice card. Bowman in 3D. The Wander, just like this, is a really desirable card, and the Julio is as well. That looks to be really centered too. you could consider sending that in to get graded. It's potentially like a $100 card and a gem. We've got Isaac Pacheco in a lava parallel. If this music gets out of control, just let me know, because it's sounding pretty industrial and it might blow out the speakers. You like it not whited out? Yeah, it's kind of split. Some people do like it, some people don't. It looks more, it almost looks like a TTM or a personal autograph when they do it, like they're doing it this year or, you know, back in the day. What's this? Why is that all turned around? We got an autograph out of our blaster box. 2 free autos already. Orlando Martinez, and it's his first. What a lucky day. Bonus orange Devers auto and Orlando Martinez going to the Angels. Nice, William. So we got, man, what a blaster box that is. A parallel and an autograph. Let's see if we get another one. And Wander. Also all the spare firsts. Tons of spares. That'll be it. Keep it going. We're going to keep moving quickly. 2019 Topps Chrome update. Kind of spreading the teams out a little bit. Making it so there's big hit potential, not just for a couple teams, but for several to many. Yep, Topps Chrome Blasters available on the Target website. They're available on a lot of different platforms. Same price for blasters on the Topps website, but you have to pay for tax and shipping on the Topps website. Whereas on the Target website, if you use your Target card especially, you save 5% off. So it kind of covers your tax, depending on where you live. And shipping is free. So it actually costs more through Topps.com than Target. Shame on you, Topps. Shame on you for trying to rip everybody off. Just squeeze that extra couple bucks out of people, you know? It's ridiculous. Blue parallel? These are tough to come by right here. Let's see what we got. Is that upside down? Or this? Okay. Luis Castillo. Blue 27 out of 150. One's going to Andrew. Brian using a $10 super chat. Smash the like, please. You're so polite, Brian. With the please at the end. Could have said now. But people wouldn't be so open and perceptive to that. Receptive. Oh, Beast, what's going on, man? Got your Chrome Blasters for $30.99 and Hobby from $30.99, really? I haven't seen him for that cheap. Turnbull, rookie. It's funny how the different prices, like different people get different prices at their local LCS. Mine does not have good deals at all. So I might as well just shop online. Like, I like to support the guy. I'll overpay for stuff from time to time. Just give him some support. Like he needs it. He doesn't really need it, but it's almost like might as well just buy it online. Get it shipped right to your door. Get it for cheaper. Shipped to your door. Sometimes. Clearly authentic. Do we have a winner? Jonathan India is the autograph. Back-to-back Reds hits. We dive in to Bowman draft. You know what? Let's take a quick U-turn. Back it up. We got to do a hobby. We got to bust a hobby open. Matt and Aria says, that's how I feel. I'd love to help my LCS at maybe a 5 to 10% markup, but anything above that, sorry, man, I'm out. Yeah, especially when the goal, I don't know if we should call it the golden age. Maybe we should. The golden age of 2020 is gone now. But these local hobby shops and all these distributors who are charging an arm and a leg for a lot of products, don't blame the company. Don't blame Tops or Fanatics or whatever. It's not them. Just in case you're curious, when you go into that hobby shop and you want to give them some love and you see your jumbo boxes at $700, just know that they paid $262 for them. So don't go blaming Tops. Yeah, well, the $300 hobby box price that they charged is not fun. So you can blame them for that. But when your LCS is charging, just remember, they paid around $260 for a jumbo box cost. So extrapolate it up and then just look at how much profit they're making. So when you're complaining, like some people complain, like if you go to the blowout forums, what a pile, like a troll pile. Everybody there has an agenda. Maybe not everybody. A lot of people there have agendas. It's like a salty pile of trolls on the blowout forums. Just trolling and salty and trolling. So just take everything you hear there with a grain of salt. They like to complain about everything. We got a beautiful, I believe that's an image variation, Jaren Duran. Let's check out the number, 17. Brand new product, but yeah. That's sweet. Look at that beauty. Wow, that's in good shape too. From what I can tell, looks to be nice and centered. Todd, congratulations. Pack number 1? Or is that pack number 2? Whatever it is. Nice hit. That's sweet. I love SPs and variations. It's a good sign. Mr. Infuego, what's up? How's the bending and sticking? I've only opened one box. This is box number 2, and all Chrome products are bendy. And you don't get marked down for that because PSA and the graders know. They're just the nature of how the card's designed. There's going to be a little bend. So don't take that as like having quality control issues. That's just how the cards are. And these ones aren't even, like they're not even bendy. So you're going to run into boxes that have issues with scratches of any kind of Chrome product on any platform, whether it's Fanatics or just anything, Panini. There's always going to be QC issues. Some boxes are going to be different and are going to be great. Some are going to be a little questionable. There's a little bit of like stickage, but it's not stickage from what I can tell that's like causing any kind of problems at this point. Real early. But I'll let you know. These ones look to be nicely centered so far. Blake Snell, purple speckle to $2.99. And they flatten in a top loader. Yeah. 2021 Chrome didn't brick like that. Nope. Nope. Just a different, I don't know, printing process. I don't really know. But yeah, I'll give you my opinion after this whole day of breaks. We've got 3 breaks. It's way too early to decide on anything. Even like the short prints and the super short prints or whatever they are. Just because like a couple of these boxes have been opened and none have been pulled, that doesn't mean anything. There's a lot of different formats to this, and maybe those SPs will come out of a different format at a higher rate. Like maybe the Lite boxes or retail boxes, Ian Happ refractor, or maybe it's just a random distribution situation where we don't have a big enough sample size to see. I don't know. We got to give it some time. Give it some time and we'll figure it out. Joe Waddell, Max Muncy, and the insert that everybody loves, Heart of the City. Spectacular insert. It really is. Captures the essence of these cities. You just sent 8 low-numbered cards. That was quick. Tapper with a $4.99 says that Red Sox fire. Smash the like button to keep those packs hot. Thank you, Tapper, for the $4.99. Musgrove Prism. O'Neal Cruz rookie. The Prisms look spectacular, by the way. And the refractors. This is a really clean design. And the parallels look great. And I think I remember, I've been saying this, like, let's see how it looks in Chrome. A lot of people like this year's design. The Topps design in general, and a lot of people were looking forward to seeing how the Chrome looks, how the refractors, the refractors, look at these things. Look at how, dude, these are superb quality refractors. It's almost like they designed the whole card just for the refractor, and I'm okay with that. What's up, Elijah? QC opinion so far, way too early to tell, BMAC. Way too early. I'm going to have to see multiple cases, multiple formats. You get one box with poor QC, and it's like, okay, well, it just comes with the territory. It's going to happen from time to time. Jake Berger, autograph numero uno. And it's a position player, a rookie, a clean, nice-looking autograph for Jake Berger. Going to Andrew. Patrick Wisdom Cup card. They are a little sticky, but I don't know if that's causing any QC issues. Can't really tell. I doubt it. Another Patrick Wisdom. For real? All right. And Heart of the City, Aaron Judge. Man, I can't wait to see a parallel of those, if there is such a thing. Let's check it out real quick. Heart of the City parallel? Oh yeah, there are. Really, really rare. But we'll find one sometime. Matt Manning. Glass Now Refractor. It's kind of weird. Some of these packs have 4 cards, but if you haven't, I've seen them with multiple. All right, so here's that other insert that is spectacular. Whatever they're calling this thing is phenomenal. They've got some really nice inserts into the series this year. So there are a lot of positives. There are pros and cons with every release. So far, the biggest con that I have come to understand is that the short prints are actually short printed. Which is only going to mean one thing. They're going to be super valuable. Chaz McCormick, rookie. Parallel. Refractor. Pinstripe is the name of that. No way I'm going to be able to find it on here. Too many things. Brandon with a 1999 super chat. A little dono to stoke the Friday night fire. Pulled a gold speckled Judge blowing a bubble. Image variation to 50 earlier. Hope you will pull me something even better. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I don't read too good. But thanks, Brandon. That's an awesome card. Judge blowing a bubble to 50. Jacob deGrom, Trey Turner, new classics. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me that this insert looks almost like a Panini insert? Like maybe an optic insert? That's what it reminds me of. Yeah. Another good thing about the release being the way it is there's still room. There's still plenty of room. And it's going to make Topps Update and Topps Chrome Update phenomenal. Because we should get base rookies of all these guys. All the short print guys. Definitely optic, says Steve. The only problem with Chrome Update is, I guess hopefully they just have it on the Target website again and you can get it for a long time. But if it's that good, people are going to be botting it. Brian Anderson refractor. I think we got one more auto coming. Is it coming out of this pack right here? Looks like a thick one. Votto and Joan Adan. 60 is what he's got on there. Must be his number. Two rookies, one pitcher, one position player. Can't really complain. That's typical. You got to just know what to expect when you get Topps Chrome. If it's all rookie autos, then people complain that there's too many no-name rookies in there. But then when they add in some veterans, people complain because they're not all rookie autos. So it's like no one's ever going to be satisfied, and anybody who has anything to say about it is just they're going to go and try to get other people. If you've noticed in your life, anytime there's a negative person around who just hates everything, always has negative things to say about everything, they're trying to bring other people down to their level. That's just how it works. You get it. You know, you have people like that in your life. Every movie sucks. Every new song sucks. Everything does. So they'll just try to bring you down to their level because misery loves company. All right, we got 2021 Bowman Draft Lite. Ryan Webb to 250. It's a first. Cleveland first. Going to James. Hello, King. Welcome, my friend. Each one of these packs. This is probably my favorite bang for your buck product right now. And it has been since it's came out. 2021 Bowman Draft Lite. Get the Ray Waves. Tons of awesome first position player, young talent. Every pack has a refractor. It's great for breaks because it spreads the teams around. Matthew Nelson, first refractor. We've got a box of museum collection coming in this break, and 2 more hobby boxes of Topps Chrome right after we complete this box. Brian with 5 gifted. What a legend, man. Thank you for gifting a bunch of subs. Hobby versus Jumbo, don't know. Haven't opened a Jumbo yet. The break after this, we're going to have some Jumbos, and we'll check it out. I'm not going to judge anything till I see like multiple boxes of both being opened. This is a big Ray Wave. Carson Williams. He's a big prospect for the Rays. Nice Ray Wave. Sky blue. Wow. Double Carson Williams hits. Sky blue parallel. Oh, let me drop a link. I always forget to do this. Drop a link if you want to get in on the club, become a slammer, possibly get in on the breaks. This is the best way to do it. Join the Patreon group. You will get notified when I list a break. The breaks sell out fast. I can only do so many. I'm one man. It's a one-man show. I do everything myself. Buy it all up. Do the breaks. Do the sorting, packing, shipping, accounting, everything. Graphics. Editing. So I can only do so much. But we got 3 of them today. And then we'll be doing some more next week. We'll probably get rolling again on Tuesday. And then we'll kind of mix it up. Like I said, we're going to do a few years of Topps Chrome. A couple of breaks like that. I like doing that. Everybody enjoys it. Seeing the different years, different designs, different rookies from different years. They're fun. Canadians, can Canadians join? They can, but I don't ship internationally. But here's what they do. There's forwarding services. There's mail forwarding services for people that live in different countries. Just for such an occasion. People like me who don't like to ship out of the country. So there are several slammers who get their stuff shipped to a mail forwarding service in the U.S. Some people have P.O. boxes in the U.S., like people that live close to the border, and they just like go across the pond and pick it up like once a month or whatever. Some people have it forwarded. I don't know details on that, how to do it, but maybe there's somebody in the chat that does. Wow, look at these back-to-back. Torkelson Ray Wave and Julio Refractor. I like both of those. I mean, both of them you could send away. I would, if they're good enough. I mean, I didn't give them a super close eyeball, and they're not like super expensive cards, but if they gem up, there's money to be made. Mauricio Refractor. We're going to do the museum collection box next. And then we'll finish up on 2 2022 Topps Chrome hobby boxes. Gunnar Hoagland and Nick Gonzalez, black and white Ray Wave. We got a Cal Connolly first refractor. And that marks the end of that box. Museum. What a spectacular release. I love this release. It's really good. Bang for your buck. You get 4 hits. A lot of them are, I think they're all numbered. And you get like the patch hits are spectacular. There's the colossal patch hits. There's quad relic hits. There's just all kinds of sweet autographs. Julio and Bobby have base cards and Wander. Usually, I don't think I did this last year because 2021 was kind of meh. But usually I do a best releases of the year, and Museum is always in that list. When accounting for, I have a whole bunch of criteria that I use. Freddie Freeman, including like dollar per hit and dollar per auto, dollar per relic, dollar per card. Here we go. Hit number 1, archival autographs. It's going to be a twin. Charles. It's Josh Donaldson for the Twins. We'll put it in 130 point. Might be a little too big. How about 108? Yep. $98 of 125. The archival autographs are nice and clean too. Beautiful design. They've got the framed autos in this release too that are sweet. Let alone all the 101s. 101s pop out of this product at a really high rate. This is the best product I've ever seen for 101s. Brian called it 101 incoming. Look at this. What? We got a booklet in here. That's going to be first booklet. Come on. Willie Mays on the back. Nolan Ryan. Randy. Bryson Stott's got a base rookie in here. And what the heck is this? Ladies and gentlemen. Two of 5 momentous material dual jumbo patch auto relic book. Oh, wow. Ah, look at that. Dansby and Ozzy. Huge pinstripes. Oh, wow. That's got to be like the one along the button. It's got to be the one right along the front by the button, right? Wow. Nick, what a hit. Momentous material dual jumbo patch autograph relic book museum collection for the win. I'm gonna put this in like a 260 point. Let's just make sure. I don't even know if this will fit in a sleeve. Either way, I'm gonna take care of it real good for you before I ship it out. I've got some cases that'll do the trick for sure. Let's see if it'll even fit in a sleeve, a jumbo sleeve. No, it won't. But for the sake of short-term protection, I'm just gonna slide it. It won't even fit in that. Holy cow! I'm gonna slide it in the biggest top loader that I have. I think it's a 360 point, and it fits in there. Okay. I love it. And that was only, we're 2 down. We're 2 boxes down. World champions. Dansby and Albies. I want to like leave it open, but I don't want it to fall over and get damaged or anything. We'll check it out again. Another thick boy. See, like every box of this museum's got something cool in it. Including Canvas Collection, the back, Joey Votto's back. Reggie. And the hit is 1 of 10. Jeff Bagwell. Look at the red. Gorgeous red patch. 1 of 10. Museum collection for the win, guys. Always. $130. Gorgeous. Going to Nathan. We got another one. Will I be doing a value? Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I'm going to do a value video for Chrome. I get the hobby, jumbo, all the different retail formats, which I don't know all of them yet. Usually they'll have hanger boxes, and in the past they've had value packs, but not last year. Blaster boxes, and they have light boxes. So I'd like to wait until I get all of them. But if I can find most of it, I'll do one, and then maybe I'll do an update video. I have a feeling the light boxes are going to be last to arrive, but not 100%. Joe Ryan and our hit. It's game used memorabilia. Chris Sale quad piece. 45 of 75. Primary piece is quad relic. Going to Todd. Okay, 2 boxes left. 2 boxes of chrome. Thinking we get at least three stand-worthy cards per box, maybe 4. Depending on a lot of factors. But let's start right here, and let's give him the Clayton soak. Proper Clayton soak. You know, I got to get him out of this. I'm going to have to keep one of these covers intact so I can add it to the decor. Is the owner of that booklet here? Nick? Nick's always here. Nikolai? Are you here? Yeah, B says the top rookies are SSP from what I have read. From what I have seen, they are. But we got to see one to know that they even exist. Are the custom card stands new? No. They've been here for a while. The SB ones, a young gentleman 3D printed them for me. And the ones in the back, my daughter and I made. Pete Alonso, Jack Flaherty Refractor. If there were actually SPs in Chrome, it would be great. A sequence, there are. And they're the best cards in the set. Well, this one only has 3 in it. Hopefully that's a good sign. Whoa, this feels like there's 1 card in here, guys. This is a weird box. There's 2 cards in this one. Future Stars Key Bryan. This one's super thick. It's got extra ones in here. Look at all the extra cards are in this pack from those other 2. Prism Remuto. Contreras Refractor. I've seen that happen before with different releases. Different products, different releases. Caden, yeah, they're asking 10K for it. It might be like once you see one sell, at least we'll have like a ceiling established. A raw ceiling established. Tylor McGill. Autograph. Going to the Mets. Josh. You had that one in your box, Sin City, where it's like one card in a pack, and then the other one has a bunch. You've seen Torkelson, Abrams, Green, J-Rod autos, but none of the extended SPs. Yeah, I've been looking. Oh, that is sweet. Wander in an 87. That looks good. That looks really good. I love to see that. Wes, congratulations. I'll put this on the stage. Oh, John with a $2. Bro, what was the buy-in? I missed this one. There's 3 different ones, man. 3 different price points for 3 different ones. And they were in between like 80 and 115. Javi Baez Refractor. But we'll be doing more, don't worry. Another one with 1 card. Or 2, or it feels like 1. Yeah, this one's got 1. So, and this one's got 1 million. So don't go to the hobby store and have them just hand you a pack, because you might get... I wouldn't buy individual packs of this stuff after seeing this. I don't know how common that is, but, you know, you can feel it out. Max Muncy. Yeah. This is a really cool insert. Oh, my friend pulled the gold. It was either gold wave or gold wave trout out of here. And it looks amazing. I told him to list it right away. I don't know if he did. Cubby? What's that? What's up, man? What's up with the collation? It's a little wild, isn't it? Jackson Coer. Rookie. Prism. How you doing, 1 cent? Did you do a review of this? I didn't see it. If you did, I'd like to watch it. I mean, now that it's out, we have a little better idea of what it means by SP and what like that actually means instead of speculation. You saw a negative trout pulled today. It looked great. That Wander is almost 50 raw. Yeah. That's a sweet card. And it's going to be rare, too. And that looks centered. I can imagine that card being tough to center, and that one looks centered to my poor judge of centering eye. You reviewed it? Everybody check out 1 Cent's review of this product. He does spectacular reviews. Shohei. 87. All right, halfway done with that box. We got a whole nother box of this, and then we're moving on to break number 2, featuring 3 jumbo boxes. And then after that, we got 2 jumbos and 2 hobby. So we're crushing it today. Trent Grisham. Dude, he had one of the worst at-bats I've ever seen yesterday. It was so horrible. Pitch number 1, he took a off-speed pitch right down the middle. Right in his wheelhouse is just a tick inside. You know, those lefties like it inside a little bit, low and inside. And it just dropped right into his happy spot, and he watched it go by. And I knew what was going to happen. Another trout. This is strange collation. And then I can't remember what the next pitch was. I think it was a ball. And then the pitch after that, he gave him another piece of soft junk. And it was like right in his happy spot again, and he watched it go right down the middle. And I'm like, okay, just throw this one low and outside, and he'll swing away. And sure enough, he did. But it was an awful AB, Trent. I'm disappointed, sir. We've got a parallel right here. Yastrzemski to $3.99. One positive thing about this is the parallels look awesome. They really pop. They're clean. They look, I mean, the QC from all the parallels I've seen so far has been spot on, which is really what matters. The biggest thing that matters is quality control on the high-end stuff. Your autographs, your parallels, are they good? Are they centered? You know, I'm sure we'll see some that are, some that aren't. Glass now, Prism. But, you know, that's where you really want your good quality control, autographs and centering. And so far, they all look good. Autographs and parallels. Did you see the Luis Castillo pitch? It looked like it was being promoted, controlled. No. Remote controlled is what you meant. No, I didn't. But Bryson Stott, that's a good one. All right, we got a good auto. Bryson Stott's legit. Rookie for the Phillies. Going to Reggie. All right. Let's keep it going. Yeah, there's 2 more breaks. 2 more breaks after this. This one's almost done. We got 1 more hobby box, and then this break will be concluded. The next break features a bunch of jumbos. Look at this, another short pack with 2 cards. Edward Cabrera Refractor. Guessing there'll be another thick boy in here somewhere. Like this one right here, the one right after it. That's how it's working. If you get a short pack, the one right after it's got extra cards. Base Wander. And a green DJ LeMahieu. I like... There's quite a few parallels. I like how these boxes are set up for the most part. There's not a bunch of just like base. There's at least good looking inserts, good looking parallels. Take or leave the autographs. Some people love them like that, where there's not a whiteout spot. Some people hate them. So whatever. It's not going to deduct the value. Trust me. Base Wander. Let's go. Museum in the next one too. Yep. It's going to be exactly the same as this break, except jumbo boxes instead of hobby boxes. $453 people. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I'd love you for the rest of your life and mine if you did that. Also, subscribe. That's big. 50% of the people aren't subscribed that watch the channel. Can you believe that? Also, if you're not subscribed and you hit it, it'll pop up right there and everybody will know that, oh, that guy's a legend. Ready? Last pack. Anything crazy. That box is really good. That was a really good box. Look at it. That alone is spectacular. We got a couple of parallels. And we got 2 relevant players autographs. Players that we know. So that's a successful box. Let's see how this one goes. Yeah, Vol, man, they're all full, man. They sell out really fast. That's why you gotta become a slammer if you want to get in on the breaks. I had to list an additional break because the first 2 sold out so fast. I wasn't planning on doing 3 because 3 it takes up, it's 3 days of work. 3 breaks is 3 days of work. There goes my whole weekend. But that's okay. I'm not complaining. It's my job. Ready? I kind of want to just like, speed rip these ones. This last one and just kind of get the vibe. 7 o'clock is supposed to be the starting time for break number 2 anyway. Let's see how speed rip goes. And also when I speed rip, I can like catch up on some of the chat. A jumbo has 5 autographs in it. That's what separates the jumbo from the hobby. Hobby has 2 autographs. Jumbo has 5. I think the 50, maybe you're thinking of a mega box. 50 cards, something like that. Pink Wander and 3 base Wanders, yeah. Pink Wanders, that's a big card. Any of these parallels Wanders are going to be very pricey. I mean, honestly, if I were you, anything that you get, just like list it day one as fast as possible. People are going to be gobbling up this product. Singles, they're going to be paying top dollar for singles these first few days. Which is another reason why I get products shipped out next business day. So I'm hoping to get all this shipped out on Monday morning. Monday afternoon at the latest. I like to get your cards back to you as quick as possible. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. 1 cent. I can't wait to find some retail. Nobody's found any retail, right? In the wild. They're offering it on a lot of different websites, but the last notification I got said it's going to be like 10 days. I think 10 days from now is when retail's supposed to ship, but it might be in stores earlier. All right, let's check it out here. Shohei. New classics. I do like it. Right now, at least. It's a nice refractor. Lars. One of the better refractors that we've gotten so far. Matt Chapman Prism. And yeah, some of them are slightly stuck together. Marte refractor. Here's the autograph. Colton Welker. Going to the Rockies, Matt. Your retail ship today, Caden says. That's awesome. You saw someone find blasters in a store. Yeah, ship them send them my way. Send me an email if you can. I can get started on this. Now that after today, I'll have hobby odds, jumbo odds, and if you send me retail odds, I'll be able to get started on the value series. Jaron Duran, 87. Marsh, 87. And we've got something flipped around here, and it's a negative. What was the number set at, by the way? 1.5, right? Only got 1. Unless we get a 2 out of this box. Should have let me set the odds. I'm the odds maker. If you want an over. Miggy, refractor, and base. And we've got an Aqua Real Muto. $127 of $199. Going to Reggie. It's kind of annoying how some of them are just kind of slightly stuck together. Olsen. Winker refractor. Max Fried. Every parallel you've seen. Hold on. Where's that? I missed it. It's gone. Oh, there you go. Every parallel you've seen so far is OC left to right. How about this one? How about this one? Those ones don't look too bad. That one's slightly. How about this one? So there you go. Your whole world has just been blown apart. And we've got, what do we got coming up here? Future Star. I kind of like the Future Stars a little bit better than first at first. It's still the same, and yeah, maybe we need a new design. It's probably time for a new Future Stars design. I feel like they took the easy way out on this year's Future Stars design and just like blew up that star in the background. So maybe, you know, maybe next year we change the design tops a little bit. It's up to you, fanatics, whatever. Yanni Hernandez, position player auto. Texas. This one's going to Eric. Skipped another Wander insert. What are you talking about? Oh, wow. How did that happen? We got all 3. So now we have 3. Like I said, I go back through all these a couple of times to top load and soft sleeve, all the good stuff. But thanks for the heads up. So this has been a great Wander break. 2 different Wander inserts. Manoa. Donaldson refractor. Jose Ramirez. Kind of wish those were numbered. Even if they had to high number them, it would be nice. Even if it was like numbered to 1,000 or who knows, 2,000, whatever it would be. Luis Robert, Prism. Look how sweet the Prisms look. Man, the Prisms and refractors look spectacular. Heart of the City, Tim Anderson. Whew, those look awesome too. There are a lot of pros from this release. Another base Wander. We got 2 base Wanders, 2 different inserts. Any damage from sticking? Not on first glance. I haven't really inspected them. But it's not like a big stick spot that you pull up. All right, that's it for break number 1. Let's check out some of the hits. Yanni Hernandez autograph. Eli Morgan, rookie negative. Colton Welker. And that's a refractor to $4.99. I don't think we showed that off, but refractor. Look at all the Wanders. 4. 2 of the new inserts and 2 base. Real Muto to $1.99. LeMahieu to $99. Bryson Stott rookie auto. Yastrzemski to $3.99. Josh Donaldson to $125. And the star of the show, I think. I mean, this thing's just beautiful. Gorgeous. Look at this booklet we pulled out of museum. 2 of 5. Ah, enormous patch auto. Numbered to 5. World champions. This is going to be like a legacy card. You know? I just think of it like a Alan Trammell and Lou Whitaker, but even, I mean, I don't know if these guys are better. Both of Trammell and Whitaker are like Hall of Fame types, but man, what a sweet card. Monumentous material dual jumbo patch autograph relic book. And this, 1 of 10, Jeff Bagwell. Awesome patch. Chris Sale quad piece to $75. Taylor McGill, rookie auto. Ryan Webb to $250. Jake Berger auto. Blake Snell, speckle, purple speckle to $2.99. Just putting these in a box. So don't get them mixed up with the others. We've got Jonathan India, Generation Now, clearly authentic autograph. Luis Castillo from 2019 Chrome update to $150. Errol Vera to $4.99. Jaron Duran, short print. It's a sick card. Short print image variation. Joanna Don. This was a freebie auto out of a blaster box. Orlando Martinez, first Bowman autograph. This came out of the same blaster. Isaac Pacheco to $3.99. Lava. Miguel Cabrera, advanced stats to 300. Keston Hura, 11 of 25, red auto. Colome to 99, vintage stock. Another freebie auto out of our jumbo box. Raffy Devers. That's a silver pack autograph, numbered to 25. Jordan, that one's numbered as well, to 149. And Thames. Relic. We've got Chris Bryant turkey back here. All right, break number 2. We're doing the same thing except for jumbo boxes. So this will be my first opening of a jumbo box. Looking forward to it. We'll get an initial look and comparison You guys have probably watched them be opened already, but I haven't. All right, let me pull up the spreadsheet and we will randomize break number 2, the triple jumbo. Here we are, and here are the teams. We're going to mix them up 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Grab the buy-ins. Bring them over here. Roll the dice. 9 times. And we begin. Oh, gotta enter a description. Hold on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the grand finale, 9. Bobby's on top. With the Rangers. And here are your teams. Diamondbacks, Kayla J, Braves, Tanner S, Orioles, Eric A, Red Sox, Evan R, Cubs, Nathan H, White Sox, Scott K, Reds, Matt M, Guardians, Roy B, Rockies, Steve B, Tigers, Sergio G, Astros, Brian S, Royals, Colin H, Angels, Travis T, Dodgers, Greg M, Marlins, Hector S, Brewers, Rob V, Twins, Mike W, Mets, Ian O, Yankees, Ryan G, Athletics, Mark Q, Phillies, Enrique A, Pirates, Evan D, Padres, Steel City, Giants, Craig C, Mariners, Skylar M, Cardinals, Luis L, Rays, Jack H, Rangers, Bobby T, Blue Jays, Ben F, and Nationals, Derek R. Good luck, everybody. Let me drop a link. I did, Steve. I haven't had a chance to go through it yet, though, buddy. Appreciate it. We'll start right here again. I don't know if we can beat that orange Devers, but we'll try. Turkey. Verlander. We got some silver packs here. There we go. All right, Shohei, Garcia, Nando, and Judge. Yeah, I love 2020. Good checklist, good quality, great design. I like it all. Discount Trout. No, there's not, Greg, because checklist is always subject to change. Unfortunately, they cover their behinds that way. Robinson Cano, Rainbow. And Mike Clevenger, Goldish. And the base. It would be false advertising. It would seem. Logan Allen. I just wonder if it's not, if all of those cards aren't in, like, maybe they produced a bunch and then they started adding it in like halfway through, or like halfway through them packing it up, you know, and they packed a bunch up. There's a Bow rookie. I wonder if that's how it went, or if there's maybe, what if they just put them all in retail or the Lite boxes, or I don't know what. Johnny Bench, or maybe they're just super rare and there hasn't been that much of this opened up yet. It's not like case number 1 is potentially going to have all this stuff. Johnny Bench short print to 80 of 84 is the number on the back. But that one's going to Matt. Could also be incompetence, Zach. Don't put incompetence past any company or person these days. There's a lot of it going around. I'm sure we all have stories. Look at that gold Carlton Fisk auto. Whoa, 48 of 50. There's one of those unexpected autographs. This one's going to Scott. Congratulations. Gold Fisk. And gold foil, Rosario. And there's a Jordan. Look at all the rookies out of here. When I pass through it. There's Bo. Hey, Bo. Out of these jumbos, you're pretty much guaranteed to get at least one of every rookie. Home Run Challenge Muncie. Chase Anderson gold foil. Garrett Cole, betcha that's numbered to 300. No, what is that then? A short print? Yeah, it's a short print. Okay. One or the other, either numbered to 300 or a short print. Garrett Cole, SP, baby. Going to Ryan. Yeah, but you don't know if all the superfractors are in that product, Dustin. You don't know that, so can you not get superfractors through different formats? So you don't know how many of them are in what format. Christian Yelich, and you need to know that to do the math. Yamamoto to 69. Black. That's why when you're figuring out the odds, the production odds, It has to be something that's unique to that particular format. So that way you know that there are X amount of the checklist. You know, if there's 100 cards, then you can do the math. But if you don't know if it's divided between jumbo and hobby, or jumbo, hobby, and retail, jumbo, hobby, retail, light, we don't even know if there's going to be other formats out there, right? Like when I break down the production, some people just they don't do it properly. You have to actually go through the checklist and find something that's unique to that product. Like you can figure out blasters when they have a blaster, like the blaster production, when they have a unique, like you look at the parallels for their 1 per blaster box inserts, their manufactured relic. You can figure out the production run of blaster boxes that way. But if something's available in all 3 or all 5 formats, it's tough. You can still do it sometimes by deduction. Michael Taylor, World Series 2019. 94 of 99. That's kind of a rare one. You don't see these every day. That one's going to Derek. Yeah, so if you say if you're looking at to try to figure out by golds, right? So you say, okay, golds are 1 in 5. Well, how many of the golds are actually in jumbo packs? No clue. So you can't determine production based on golds. But there are things that are unique to just these jumbo packs, and you can use that. But even then, it's tricky because you'll come up with different numbers if you do that. And then you just have to like guess at that point. Like, let's say there's 3 different unique things that you can only get in jumbo, and you do the math on that, they'll work out all differently. There'll be different numbers for all of them, and then you go, well, how can that be? And the reason that can be is because they hold some of them back for damage, and you don't know how many they're holding back for damage either. Like golds, I imagine they hold quite a few of each player's golds back just for damage purposes. How many? No clue, but you're not able to figure out production now because of that. So you have to kind of take and look at a whole bunch of different things and estimate, and you can come close. David Dahl. Rainbow foil. Miguel Cabrera, that's a blue. Decade's best. And Didi. That was not numbered. Is this a giveaway? Asks Not Gradable. No. If this was a giveaway, man, can you imagine how much money? Like, I would have to be like a bazillionaire to just like give all this away. Like, who has that kind of money? Do you Not Gradable? And if so, where can we get in on it? No, you got to buy in. Because usually the breaks have like $3,000 worth of merchandise in them. Mauricio Dubon, or around there. Thanks, Chris. We're hoping on it, man. Al Kanan says, I want to start a database that tracks what has been pulled from a product. Just scour the internet for pulls and keep an updated spreadsheet. It's a good idea, Alkanon. Especially like numbered stuff. Or, well, you could even do potentially SPs, but once sales start kicking in, You wouldn't really know unless it's graded if it's just the same card that someone got and then just relisted. So it'd be tricky, but you could do it for graded stuff. Because they'll have unique numbers. Or graded and anything numbered. Like if you want to keep track of any parallels, you could do that. It would be more tricky though if they don't have the actual number listed on the item title. If they have like 47 out of 199, like you could tell easily that way. But if they don't, if they just, because most listings just say like /199 or whatever it might be, a lot of them don't take up the character space, which is wise. You shouldn't actually put that. You should use your characters in your title more efficiently than that. Like you don't even need to put like /199. The only reason people do that is for visual, so that they see like, oh, that's a parallel if they didn't know already. That's what they're asking for, raw grade. Did that sell for that price? Because he could just as easily put like 100,000 on it. But that actually is like a pretty... That 5K price is somewhere in the realm of actually what it's worth. Somewhere in the realm. Of course, it is raw, so who knows what kind of condition it's in. That matters. For a raw one, it's probably... I mean, I would have to think it would be less than that, maybe in the $2,500 range. But I don't know for sure. Maybe they're a little closer. Because if it's $1,000 for a base, like I'll put it this way. Think about Fernando. You got to have a reference point. Let's compare Julio to either Nando or Acuna, because at least those are like reasonable comps. Similar age, similar skill set. Here's Wander 3D. 2 Wanders right away. Let's get them up there on the stage. Keep track of all the Wanders. But if you compare like a rookie auto of Acuna, what should that be, raw? And then what's Julio's raw? There's some factors that come into play, like the injury. The injury to Acuna. He's back and things are fine. They appear to be fine. But at least you can use that as a baseline. Like, what's a raw Acuna rookie chrome auto go for? What's a blue go for? And then you can kind of compare and say, should Julio be more, less, or the same as that? It's going to be close. And especially right out of the gate, they're going to sell for more than they average out to. Right out of the gate. Typically, it's a better idea to wait to buy singles until like the next release comes out. Did we get 2 of these out of 1 blaster box? Are you kidding me? Yep. We got 2 Wander base rookies out of 1 blaster box. O'Neal Cruz. So instead of a parallel, they give us 2 base. Can we get one out of here? We got a purple out of the last box. You like the hat, Dunny? Thanks. Think Series 2 just gained a ton more value? No. I think Series 2 is where it needs to be. Right around there. I don't know that it's going to go like way up or way down. It'll probably stay around that same price for a while. Once update comes out, Series 2 may drop in price. Because then you're going to be able to get the rookies. and like the base rookies of all those guys. So there might be a time when Series 2 takes a little dip, and then as more and more and more of the base rookies become available, maybe the SPs gain a little more traction. It's possible that that's what happens. Alkanon says, man, I remember back when Striker had just broke 1,000 subscribers. No, me too. Seems like just yesterday. 1,000 seems like yesterday. I remember it vividly. 10,000 seems like yesterday. I remember it vividly. And 20,000 just flew by. I don't, like, what are we at? Close to 30. Nando debut. Chrome debut. I saw a thick one. Pete. All-Star Game rookie. Oh, wow. We got a blue out of here. These have been two spectacular update boxes. Goldschmidt. We got a Biggio rookie debut. And what's this? Oh, it's actually a nice card. Luis Arias blue rookie to 150. I like this. Going to Mike. I bet you never expected you would get a card this good out of this. Like, you were probably thinking, who's on the Twins that I could get that would be worth anything? Good thing I included a Chrome update box for you. A lot of Arias fans. And my buddy thinks he's going to have an even better next year because of the shift. Lack of shift for some reason. They must shift him pretty heavily. I've not paid attention enough. I mean, the dude bats in the 300s, so you would think that he can do whatever he wants. All right. I'm glad to have gotten a parallel out of that. You don't really get a lot of parallels. Let's open a jumbo. Let's just break the seal. Shall we? Do the Seelig sweep, you say? See if I can find Seelig. Bud Seelig, gold. Not one, but two. They sweep away the bad luck. For anybody who's new around here, sometimes we just got to sweep away with his ridiculous hairpiece. Look at that thing. The most obvious one you've ever seen. It's like, hey, I'm 70, but I have black hair, and it's a full head of hair at that. Come on, bud. You don't need to do that. You're a billionaire. Nobody cares about your male pattern baldness. Jumbos. Let's do this. Glenn says, I'm going to collect Newt Bar. Julio 30-30. Good. He's like a perennial 30 plus 30 guy. I think any of us could see Julio hitting 40 in a full season. We got an orange pack number 1. Come on. Big money. Alec Bohm. 19 of 25. I'm sure that's not some kind of crazy SP. Okay, Orange Wave, 19 of 25, going to the Phillies. And that's going to require a 59-point top loader. Thick card. Gorgeous. Going to Enrique, congratulations. Lance Lynn. Isn't orange supposed to be hobby only? In the past, yeah. But orange, it looks like regular orange, maybe just hobby only, but Orange Wave is available in the jumbos. I mean, we'll find out all this stuff when I do the value sheet. I'm going to go through all of it. We'll find out what's available only hobby, what's available in all formats, retail only, greens probably, etc. These ones feel really smooth. I don't see any scratches. QC looks to be pretty good on this. on these jumbos. First initial impression. They feel smooth. Acuna New Classics. John Gray. We got two. We got a prism and a base refractor in the same pack. I mean, we've got, so 1 out of 2 for prisms. Oh, that's why. So every pack should have a refractor, and every other pack should have a prism. Let's turn 2. Says, I like J.P. Crawford. But you could imagine that Seattle lineup next year if they land one of those big free agent shortstops. Mookie. That's a sick Trout. 87 Trout. And our auto. Auto number 1. Colton Welker. Purple speckle. Numbered to 299. Well, we got a position player. These parallel autos need to go in thick ones. Okay, we're doing good so far. Look at this color. Kirilloff refractor. How do you know that, Elkanon? Oh, that's sick. O'Neal Cruz, Prism. It's the best one yet. I'm putting him on the stage. That is stand worthy. Man, does that look good in a Prism. Whoa. Evan, congratulations. Auto number 2, Zach Lowther. And a Joe Adele refractor. This one's going to Eric. You pulled the same prism from your jumbo? That's a nice card. One of the better ones. I see you there, Bob. Thanks for the good vibes. A little damage on the corner of this one, I think. Yep, she's a little bent. Are blasters the same price after tax on Target and Tops? No, they're more expensive after tax and shipping on Tops if you use your red card. If you use your red card, you get 5% off, and that kind of makes up for the tax. And they have free shipping on Target website. Zach Pop. We're going to get a lot of this, dude. Tyler McGill. We've gotten 2 so far of this very same gentleman. However, they are from different boxes, different cases, different companies that I bought them from. So it so happens, I guess, unless maybe we got a bunch of his autos in this product. Have you been tempted with any Topps Fire? Yeah, I ordered them. I like the idea of 2 autographs for less than $100. 2 Topps, authentic, licensed autographs, even though they may be sticker autos. Shohei and Hoy Park, purple speckle to $2.99. There's a lot of these purple speckles. Have you noticed? Purple speckles. A lot of them. The $2.99, I mean, I guess. Well, that's a nice back-to-back. Soto Prism and Refractor. Tossing the bat. I think that's the best back-to-back Prism Refractor combo I've seen. Paul Goldschmidt, Yelich. Can we get the likes to 300? That's the question that is on everybody's mind. Nobody really cares about cards. We only care about how many likes can we get. Tyler, thanks for the sub. See what I mean? If you haven't subbed, you got to do it so at the very least your name pops up. New Classics Wander. And another negative. If that 1.5 total was for the entirety of today, I would have taken the over. But for each individual break, it's a different story. Man, we got Wander stacks going already. Let's go like this. Let's get our Wander stacks like so. And we can throw, I don't know, Welker up there. Give him some back row stage time. Sean Manaea. Gonna need him to really come through clutch in the playoffs if they're gonna do anything. Cyrus with a 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Cyrus. Making everybody happy. Spreading the good vibes. You and Brian just crushing. Yeah, you're right, Elkanon. They do. But you know what? They look a little different. But I definitely see where you're coming from. They are very similar. Tarek Skubal. I would have to think that they are like the same. I think the purple just looks slightly different between the two, but I could be wrong. I'm down with this Skubal auto. You know, if you're going to get a veteran pitcher, you might as well be one of the best young up-and-coming pitchers in the league. To 250. Going to the Tigers. Sergio. Bryce Refractor. I like these jumbo boxes. They're feeling pretty good. O'Neill Cruz base. There we go. Chad, thanks for the sub. I think I just missed one right before that too. I can't catch them all. Heart of the City Wit. A little too soon on that one, maybe. Change it to Toronto. Good evening, Johnny. Also, coming soon, I'm going to be streaming Modern Warfare 2. When the beta comes out, I'm going to stream a little bit of that. Get to watch me get destroyed by professionals. So if you like Call of Duty, you're in for a special treat. I'm not just a breaker, I'm also a subpar Call of Duty player. Actually, that's not true. I'm not subpar. I'm better than average. but I like to be self-deprecating when possible. Also, I don't want you to get your hopes sky high. I haven't played the regular game in 3 years. I've played Warzone, though. Quite a bit. Clearly authentic. Let's get an autograph out of here. Like so. Is that a redemption? Did we get a redemption inside an encased one touch? We sure did. Better be good. Better be Topps Tech. I do like the Tech ones. Oh, it's a good one. Julio. Oh, Sky. You did it, Sky. Oh, man, that's a banger. Jumbos are 500 on what, Brian? Oh, your LCS has them for 500? That's probably going to be the best place to find them because, like I said earlier, cost on those things are like $260 for your LCS. So they can afford to sell them for 500. We got a Sheboygan out of El Canan. You know it's a good one. Oh, man, I wish I could see that thing. You got to send me a pic of that when you get it back, Sky. If you're here, you're probably working hard like always. $2021 Bowman draft Lite. The other Greg Olson comes in with a $4.99 super chat. Think Newt Bar has any hobby future? Maybe. Pulled his negative today from my jumbo. Been playing pretty well after a bad start. Surprisingly, nicely centered. He might. I'd hold on to your Newt Bar stuff. Especially if they win a championship this year, which is a long shot, but as long as you can get into the playoffs, you have a chance. It's like any sport other than basketball. Like basketball is not like that. Just because it's so top heavy. Pretty much with basketball, you're like, one of 4 teams is going to win it all, or one of a handful of teams. Whereas in baseball or hockey, especially to some extent, football, if you make it, you can take it. Like it has happened with football. Everybody remembers Trent Dilfer. Austin Hendrick, Ray Wave. You just called Sky getting an awesome Julio, Joseph? What a guy. Sending your good vibes that way. Chuck McBucket says, why you pulled a J-Rod redemption but not me? I love the 2-time. Yeah, the 2000 Ravens defense was, yeah, it's different in football. Like you can have an awesome defense and like a meh offense, and people will just kind of overlook you, and then you can ride that defense to the promised land. But not always. Like it is possible. But with the way that NFL's built these days, offensive centric, offense heavy, tons of penalties on defense. Although this year, I have to say, I haven't noticed as many. It's only been 1.1 weeks so far. But it seems like they're not calling as many defensive penalties. A small sample size. And mostly I'm just watching Red Zone. So they don't show all the stuff. That's a big hit. Henry Davis, Sky Blue. It's going on the stage. Going to Evan. Jordan Lawler, Jake Fox. You were at the Giants-Ravens Super Bowl. Wow. Yeah, football has changed a lot. I get the player safety thing, and that's great. We all want the players to be healthy and safe. But the penalties that they call for like helmet to helmet and like targeting, ugh, it just makes the product. I mean, unless you're on offense and you're like, yes, first down. You pulled a Patrick Mahomes downtown. Let's go. Yeah, those downtown cards are super collectible. Julio, and Reed Trimble. First. Aqua Lava. That Bryce downtown I got. Holy. People were all about that card. It's gone. It's gone already. Same day I listed it. 400. PSA 10. I think there's either only one or two of them in existence. So it makes sense. No, I didn't see that, Jeff, but I've heard the stories about Kyler Murray and Call of Duty. Also, MVS plays a lot of Warzone and Call of Duty. I've watched him on streams with some of the people that I watch. He's really good. Yellow Lava. Jordan McCants. Another good box, man. Dude, the light boxes. They're awesome. We should probably have at least one of these in every break. Just for the value. The value in the teams. Spreading them around. Dalen Lyle. And a lot of these guys we won't know. Like some of these guys right now, like just Jordan McCants, for example. Like right now we're kind of like, don't know who that guy is, but position player, first, numbered, centered, beautiful card, you know. Could be a banger. Three numbered parallels. Malcolm Nunez. Well, I hope the Broncos D does good this week because that's my fantasy defense. They're at home against a bad team. Money. All the money on the Broncos D this week. Hunter Goodman, first refractor. All right, that's that. Time for the Museum Collection intermission where we get a 1 of 1. This is break number 2, Trim. We're 3/4 of the way through. We got 3 more boxes left. 2 jumbo chromes in this museum collection. A nice, half full stage already. And the best is yet to come. If you didn't see the hit we got out of this during the first break, I'm not even going to tell you. Don't tell them, chat. Make everybody go back and watch. It was a good one. Hit number 1, Torrey Hunter, 40 of 50. Museum collection should be referred to as the Twins get a hit. Last 2 boxes have been that way. Twins autos. 40 out of 50. mini box number 2. Jeff Becker with a $4.99 super chat. Good luck, everyone, tonight. May Striker Chrome treat you well. Thank you for keeping the hobby positive and prosperous. This is fun to watch. Thank you, Jeff. You're a big part of this. George Kirby. I always like taking a little glance, seeing how thick that hit is. Because if it's super thick, usually it's like at the least out of 5. And at best, 1 of 1. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Drop it down, drop it down. Meaningful materials. Chris Taylor, 1 of 35. That's an eBay 101 if you ever had one. You just went back and saw it? Yeah, that was awesome. 130 point. Fits just right. Chris Taylor. Mini box number 3. Any updates on the Ewok? No, but I went over there yesterday, just real quick. And I didn't see him. But I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. If I see him again, I'm going to maybe try to feed him something. He looks like he'll eat out of your hand, possibly. Reggie Jackson. And the hit. 2 people. 2 Astros. Brian. 4 Astros. Jordan, Kyle Tucker, Alex Bregman, and Altuve. 79 of 99. You know what they call this? Primary pieces quad relic. I think I like them better like this, where you get 4 different players, rather than the primary pieces quad relic, where it's just 1 player, 4 pieces. Because it feels like they could just take the 4 pieces out of the same thing. But that way you know they're 4 different relics. Old Stadium Club stuff bricks badly. Yeah, any glossy finished, old school, non-chrome glossy tends to stick really bad. Oh, wow. Base Wander. It's a big one. Base Wander and Bobby in the same box. All right. Colin looking good. And the Wander. Let's just see what's here. Mike Piazza, 10 of 50. Mets. Going to Ian. Yeah, the chrome version of those HFAs is Heart of the City, pretty much, but not as rare. If they were a little more rare, it'd be cool if those were case hits. Cooler, because that is a really nice card. I'm going to put this on the Wander stack. We got a nice stack of different kind of Wanders. Okay, here it is. Hobby Jumbo, number 2. And then we got one more after this. And then a whole nother break. Featuring, the next break's a little bit different. It's a double break. 2 Hobby, 2 Chrome, 2 Clearly, 2 Bowman. A little bit different. I wasn't planning on doing 3. 3 relics, 1 auto. Is that what that was? I thought it was a little funny. Yeah, that's what it was. 3 relics and 1 auto. At least we made up for it with those the base Wander and Bobby. Those are expensive cards. Pack number 1. Whole lot of nothing. That's right, Dave. This is one of the biggest days of the year for baseball card people. So, gotta do it. Get it in while the hype is hot. Stuff will stay hyped for a while, though. Soto New Classics. You smell an SP? I would love to get like the first one on video. I don't know if anybody else has seen one yet, but to get the first one on video would be spectacular. Come on, let's get it. Right here, right now. Yelich. We'll get the first auto out of the box. Mason Thompson. Are blasters worth the 35? Almost certainly. I mean, I haven't done all the numbers. I don't have the numbers, so I can't say for sure. But just think about the price difference. Especially if you're looking for parallels. I guess we got to determine. There's a lot of things to think about and determine. So I can't make that call yet. But I can tell you that I'm in on, like, I'll probably rip a whole case of blasters for my personal. So, what's that tell you? Another Wander, man. We got so many. Let's just take a quick gander at all these Wanders we've gotten. Chrome. 2 base out of 1 blaster box. 2 base Bowman. 3D, New Classics, and Museum Collection. Whew. I mean, if you had no Wanders in your collection up until this point, you would start a nice little PC just from this break. Teoscar Hernandez, purple. Clean. Looks so good. The parallels do look spectacular. So good. Blue Jays, Ben. We got you something. At the very least. Another Tim Anderson in the city. Shohei. This is the second Joan Adan that we've got. Autographs. 2 Tyler McGills and 2 Adans. Separate cases. Separate formats. To be expected, quite honestly. You got to expect a whole bunch of pitcher autos. It's just, are there any top tier autos? And the answer is yeah. Top tier expensive autos that come out of here. How many boxes in one case? 12 hobby, 8 jumbo. Well, sir, would you like every kind of wander that you can get? I think I know the answer. And you're welcome. Back to the pile for you. Oh, Jack's got the raise. That's right. Jack already has. I know. If I know Jack, then Jack's got a top tier wander collection already. And he's just adding to the pile. Another purple. Oh, that is nice looking. You know, yeah, they include some veteran autos. But that's pretty sweet. Mountcastle Cup purple auto. So that hasn't even been a thing in the past with Topps Chrome. This is like a first time you can get a, I mean, maybe like long ago or something, but typically it's always rookies. This is like the first second year Cup card Topps Chrome auto that you can get, I think. John Gray, there's a Rangers card for you. Wonder what the next break's going to be like, says Brian. Well, that first break, we got a ton of wanders as well. Blue, there's a beautiful blue coming up. A beautiful blue. DJ LeMahieu, Blue Wave. 69 of 75. Going to Ryan. On how to stage. Luckily, I got some more of these. After the last break, when I didn't have enough stands here, I grabbed some more. So we got plenty of stands. It's just, do we have enough space? New classics, Luis Robert, Kyle Muller. Josiah! With the fire. Josiah Auto. He's decent. I think he's going to be better next year too, Josiah. He could turn into like an all-star caliber pitcher potentially. He's got high strikeout rate. It's just his ERA is a little high this year. He's got a poor team behind him. Wonder what his FIP is. Taking into account the fielders. Or not taking into account the fielders, I guess, would be a better way of putting it. Last pack, and then one more jumbo box, then one more break. 3 autos, 3 nationals. Oh, how about a gold? Man, 2 parallel autos. One of them's a gold, one's a purple. Jesse Winker. Gold auto. 38 out of 50. Going to Matt. And Nico. All right. One more box. It's awfully close. Definitely encroaching on me. We're going to have to double stack some of these potentially. No, you can do that, Greg. It is a little weird, Dylan. Let's Turn 2 says Winker celebrates every inch of that card with his auto. Well done, sir. Another base wander. These are looking to fall about one a box. I know every box isn't going to have one, but every box I've opened, I think, has had one. They're close to it. LeMahieu and Jaron Duran 87, Max Kranick auto going to the Pirates. Evan. And he kind of fits. Purple speckle. Bregman. Oh, look at that Shohei prism. That looks nice. And Mookie refractor. Brian with 5 more gifted. Whoa. Thank you, Brian. Trout. Muncy. And an aqua. This is the first aqua wave that we've seen, that I've seen. Kyle Muller, I think. Aqua wave auto. That's the first. 82 of 199. It's been a lot of purples. And that one's going to Tanner. How do the membership gifts work? I think they just randomly give them to people that are here watching. You don't even have to be like typing in the chat. It's just if you're here, you're in the running, and they just like randomly give them away to people when you buy gifted subs. Which is an amazing feature. I'm really glad YouTube did that. Barrios. Jordan. Crayons taste like purple. So those cards that I got the other day, remember the custom cards? I started signing them with like funny quotes that I thought would look like what my expression is on those cards, like something that I would actually say and that I have said in the chat. It's pretty funny. Crayons taste like purple reminded me of that. But they're not that. It's not like that crazy. But there are a couple of Simpsons references. Walker Buehler Prism. Francisco Perez. Nationals autograph. We'll get all of them. We'll get all those Nationals autographs. Don't you worry. If you're wondering, Derek, if you're like, man, I mean, you know, Josiah Gray is all fine and dandy, but where's the Francisco Perez? This is where he is. You had to have known he was coming. I mean, just look at the Nationals hits. Pitchers. Look at them all. Boom, 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 boom. One of them's got to hit. One of them's got to be the next Nolan Ryan. All right? 1 out of 4. Got to be Nolan Ryan. Will you rip any Immaculate, or are you staying away from Panini? Asked Jansen. You know, I looked at the checklist of that product, and I wasn't very impressed. Maybe I didn't see everything, but I was looking for, like, you know, Bobbies and Julios in particular. Maybe even something that, like, Tops. Maybe they throw an Adley in there, so you know, but I didn't. I'm going to have to look at it again. I haven't gotten any. I was thinking about getting some of the FOTL, but it sold for too high. So I was out on that. If I could have got it for a good price where we could still have like a good bargain on dollar per hit and it had a good checklist, then I would have looked into it a little bit better. But from what I saw, I was just kind of passing for right now. If it drops in price a little bit, if we can get that product like right at $300, I think it's $350 maybe. So it seems a little too expensive. It's not like crazy overpriced, but just in general how that product usually goes, it's like it better have some monsters. And if all it's got is Wander, I'll wait for the next Panini product that has some Julios and Bobbies. J-Rod has a prospect auto. Okay. Prospect auto, though, not a rookie auto. We need rookie autos. RC, baby. Yeah, Tony, the Jacob America Edition, Series 1 custom cards. Yeah. After this break, I'll turn around and show you a couple of them. It does say Tops on there, so I don't want to like get in trouble. I don't think if you just make something and give it away, you're going to get in trouble. Or if someone sends it to you as a gift and then you sign it and give it away, I don't think you can get in trouble for that, but I just want to make sure. I asked my dad. My dad was like, no, you're fine. Okay. But I want a second opinion. Cedric Mullins. Purple Speckle Auto to $299. You know, it's all about the Orioles. It's all about the second, third, fourth year Orioles veteran autographs. And it's also all about a 59 point that won't fit in a regular one. Eric swimming in Orioles. Thanks, Zelo. Striker should come by 1 cent tonight and check out Immaculate. Yeah, I will. I will, Shalani. Is he ripping some Immaculate? I need to look further into that. Like, don't take my initial skepticism as 100%. All I know is when I was looking into getting some FOTL and debating on whether that price was worth it, adding tax and shipping on top of that, where it sold out at, I was like, you know, another Mullins auto. Drew Ellis. Another Tarek Skubal auto. I see how it is. Quite a few veteran autographs in this one. What I wonder is, did Topps have that planned from the very beginning? Did they say, we're going to bump the production and there's only so many rookies, so we're going to have to get some vets in there? Or was it they started producing it and they're like, uh-oh, we promised 5 autos per box. We better send out the flyers. Like, get a hold of Cedric. He's down for signing stuff. Mountcastle, always down for signing. You know, Scooble, they shut him down. He's down for signing. Like, is that how it works? The cards were purchased directly from Topps, says Tony. Well, there we go. All good. All good. That's why they have Topps on there. That's good to know. Thanks for the super. I got them. I got them right here. I'll show them to you in just a minute. Tarek Scooble auto. Cedric Mullins. Mookie. Josiah autograph. Kyle Muller. Max Kranick. Joe Edom. This is my favorite one, I think. Ryan Mountcastle purple. LeMahieu. Francisco Perez. Jesse Winker gold autograph. Alex Bregman. Purple speckled to $2.99. Teoscar Hernandez purple. Mason Thompson autograph. Mike Piazza 11 out of 50. Kyle Tucker, Alex Bregman, Yordan Alvarez, and Jose Altuve quad piece to $99. eBay 101 Chris Taylor. Meaningful material. Torrey Hunter auto to $50. Base Bobby from Museum Collection. Malcolm Nunez. Jordan McCants to $75. Reed Trimble to $4.99. Henry Davis, Sky Blue Parallel. Ooh, the star of this show. Topps Tech, Julio. I wish I could see it. It's a redemption rookie auto. Look at the stack of Wanders. Chrome base, 87. Museum Collection. New Classics, 3D, 2 base Bowman, and another base Chrome. Mason Thompson auto, 2 Tarek Scoobles. That's a perp. Zach Lowther, Sean Manaea, the negative Sean Manaea. Alec Boehm, orange wave to 25. Another excellent. This was from 2019 Topps Chrome update. Luis Arias, rookie to 150. Michael Taylor. Johnny Bench short print. The other Greg Olson says, put up a video my jumbo rip if anyone's interested in inane babbling and shaky hands. I'm your guy. Striker for president. Check out the other Greg Olson's channel. Hoy Park to $2.99. Tylor McGill, rookie auto. Nelson Cruz, it's a sick prism. Colton Welker, purple speckle. Yamamoto, black to $69. Garrett Cole, short print. Carlton Fisk, gold autograph to $50. Don't forget about the Justin Verlander turkey. Goblin right back there. All right, put these away, and then break number 3. 2 jumbos, 2 hobbies. We'll get a nice roundabout look at the product from an encompassing standpoint. Put these aside. We'll get rolling. I'm going to show you a couple of these autos that I signed already. I showed my wife. She doesn't get it. She just doesn't get it. I hope you guys get it. The look on my face is just so priceless. This one says, what is going on? Like, that, does that face not look like what is going on? Like, these are all things that I've said on the stream. Maybe I should put quotes around them, but I don't know what I'm doing. What is this? We might be living in the Matrix. What is the nature of reality? Etc. It's all stuff like that. Like, it looks like that face could be saying those words. That's the whole point. So, I will be giving some of these away. If not all of them, I'm going to keep a couple for the PC. but I think others would enjoy them just as much. Tidy up in between breaks. We don't need any loose pieces of paper or cardboard around here, clogging up our top loaders. Break number 3. It's like the Keanu meme, like, whoa, whoa. Maybe one of them should just say, whoa. I kind of ran out of things to say. That's why I only signed about half of them. Or just like, dude. Might be a good one. All right, double-double. Ready? Are you ready for the double-double? Team list. Mixing them up. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Buy-ins. Rolling. 7 again, lucky 7, and we begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the final round. 7, John. John's on top. With the Red Sox. And here are your teams. Diamondbacks, Mitch S. Braves, John C. Orioles, Mike S. Red Sox, John S. Cubs, Jack H. White Sox, Ted C. Reds, Sean M. Guardians, Hal J. Rockies, Dylan M. Tigers, Dennis M. Astros, Jason S. Royals, Ricky E. Angels, Will S. Dodgers, Evan R. Marlins, Justin P. Brewers, Matt M. Twins, Nathan H. Mets, Jeremy C. Yankees, Andrew L. Athletics, Daniel K. Phillies, Chris G. Pirates, Glenn S. Padres, Taylor T. Giants, Brandon W. Mariners, Joe N. Cardinals, Eric K. Rays, Mike N. Rangers, Eric L. Blue Jays, Colby H. And Nationals, Mike B. Good luck, everybody. Copying a link to the spreadsheet and dropping it right about now. There it is. All right, this time we're going to do things a little differently. We're going to start with a hobby box. John says, Striker, when you posted the breaks, I was telling myself, not today. Then you posted the double-double. I said, let's go! Fire. Put up eBay. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I can only pin one thing at a time. Otherwise, I'd pin that up there. Here's a link to the eBay store. If you guys are interested, I posted quite a few of those slabbed cards I just got in, and they're all pretty reasonably priced with best offer. Don't be afraid to shoot me an offer. I've been getting tons of offers. Right now, I've got like 11 of them that I haven't responded to, so I need to get in on that. But if you're ready, then I'm ready. Let's go. Dude, is that an orange? What? Yeah, there could be a lot of that. Feel free to put in the comments after the video what I should put on some of those cards. It's got to be kind of short. There's not a ton of room, and the cards are like a marker, so it's like, you know, the writing's a little bit bigger. Another one of one could be on there. Not another Kikuchi, maybe. Joseph will get 2 Julios. Here's another one of those little mini packs. 2 cards in it. The Refractor up front, and then Max Kranick, our boy. Oh, I gotta set these cards aside before we get rolling. Don't want to get them mixed up. That is a legit nightmare that I have. Getting the cards mixed up between 2 breaks or 3 breaks or something. What would you do? What would I, you know, it's a nightmare. Fortunately, it's never happened, and it hopefully never will. Dutch breaks with a 10 spot. Says, appreciate everything you do for the hobby. Inspired me to start my own channel, ripping cards. Uploading my first video as we speak. Keep it up, my man. Well, Dutch, that's great to hear. I'm glad I could inspire you. It means a lot to me. A little piece of plastic on that guy. It almost looks like a piece of snake skin. Doesn't it? Discount Trout, that's a good one. Oh, baby. If you're ready, then I'm ready. Let's go. But it's got to be, it has to match the face, right? It can't just be something, it's got to match that face. That like, mouth agape stare that's just like, it's got to match that somehow. So it's got to be something that, I don't know. There's the rest of those cards from that pack right here. What the? I don't know what that is. Fortunately, it's on a Brian Anderson. So we got some poor QC on a couple of those cards. That's Bad Pete. Heart of the City. I really want to see a parallel. Heart of the City parallel. That's the goal. Did we get shorted in auto? That, see, now that would match, Brett. That face. Or did we just get a bonus auto? Another negative. Each break has had a negative in it. Including my own. Did I get one of my own? Stand-worthy card number 1. Yu Darvish. Negative. Yeah, that one was a PSA 2 Red Sox King. That one with the little flap hanging on the bottom. How funny would that be if I snuck that in a submission and they gemmed it up? Then we'd know something's up. Stuart Fairchild Refractor. Oh, we did get one. I just called it. 24 or 25. I thought that looked like an orange. That's sweet. Let's look at the regular and compare it. Is that how they're going to do it? Just the name in the middle? That's pretty tight. I'm so glad we got a parallel. Those are really hard to pull. Super. Heart of the City oranges. 1 out of 28,000 packs. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you can manifest your own reality by simply speaking it. Give it a try sometime. Now, if you start like calculating the odds of when you say something and then it happens, this one's going to set those odds into the realm of impossibility. I'm going to double check that. Heart of the City, orange, 1 in 28,836 packs. Lizardo. Prism. Case hit. Mike Trout case hit auto. 17 and 99. That's on card, baby. Topps Chrome Club Threads 2022. Let's go. Whoa, that's sweet. Dude, the fact that it's got an auto on it too. Most of the time these case hits are just, look at this box. That's a hobby box, folks. We got that orange already, and this. Clean. Whoa. Will. In the window. Man. What odds would you have to spend to get that orange? What odds would you have to spend to get that? Club Threads autograph. I mean, that one's numbered to 99, so they're a little more common. I don't know what kind of parallel that is. The base one is 1 out of 2,100. If that's a refractor, it's 1 out of 460. Either way, however you cut it. What a box. When are they going to hook me up? Probably never, Brett. But, Topps, if you're listening and you need a consultant who works on his own time, I might be your guy if the price is right. Another 2-packer. Here's the problem, though, about like working directly for Topps or Fanatics or something. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to like say something's good when it's not. So if they come out with crap, I mean, that's not good for them, because I will tell you. Here's a cool blue that we haven't seen yet. Whoa, Blue Wave Auto. Blue Ray Wave Auto, Kyle Tucker to 150. That's the first of these that I've seen. Pretty gnarly. I'm telling you, like, a lot of people are talking crap, but those are the, you know, the Reddit trolls that are just stinky, fat, I'm just nasty trolls in their basement that are just like, Mom! Just like, you know what they are. But it's been a very good experience for me so far, ripping for you guys and myself. So there's always going to be complainers, no matter what, no matter how awesome something is. They're just going to be like jealous that they didn't get in on it, you know, or something like that. That's a cool autograph. Another thin pack. Let's go into Jason. How do you use your member chat, asks Elan. I think you'd hit the little... You should be able to hit the little $sign thing, and it'll give you the option to use your free one. But I don't know. George Springer. Need that face on a card? It's you know what they are. You know who they are. They need some more meatloaf, Mom. And they're like 40. They're like, Mom, more meatloaf now. And then they go on the blowout forums and they're just like, everything sucks. It's like, does it or do you? Are you projecting? 2 more cards. At least it's a bow. Bow looks good in the future stars. The more I see usually it's the opposite. Usually like an insert, I get sick of it and I don't like it anymore. But the future stars is actually growing on me a little bit because, and I think it's because of the high definition photographs that are on them. Because sometimes they're not like super vivid. They don't pop out at you, but these ones seem to. And maybe I'm just a bow slappy. I mean, I certainly am. That one might have sold it for me, but I like the Lubob ones too. Do you think Torkelson will redeem himself? I sure hope so. He's been awesome at every level of his life. There's sometimes things happen within an organization that really affect you. You don't want them to. Look at the Padres and Soto and Bell. That whole situation just messed them up mentally, and now they can't perform. Same with the Tigers. So many stupid things happened this year that messed those guys up mentally. And it's a big part of the game. The mental aspect. That can happen. Especially, like, think about the times in the past that's happened to, like, the Yankees players. With all the stress and, like, the media gets in their head. Certain players can't handle it and they fold. Like, Judge obviously is not one of those guys. But it's happened in the past. And we got a thickie right here. Royce Lewis rookie. I didn't know Royce Lewis had rookies in here. Shortstop for the Twins. Remember what we were saying about the Twins? That was a museum collection, though. That was really good for pulling a guaranteed twin auto. Yeah, Kelnick. Something happened there. Even the base ones don't fit in regular top loaders very easily. I knew that this one was like extra. This one feels like it's extra thick. I don't really know why. 54. It's 45. Is that some kind of a short print auto or something? Kind of curious. These are all numbered differently. Royce. Where you at, Royce? We've got Chrome rookie autos. And Royce Lewis is in the checklist. Here's the thing about a hair relic. Sounds good in theory. But I don't know about you guys. I'm not a big fan of like loose pieces of hair all around other people's hair. Not big on that. Typically, if there's somebody else's hair around in anything, I'm just like, ugh! Because usually it's around food. Or if anywhere. You go over to a friend's house and you're sitting on the couch and then you just like pull a giant, like somebody's hair off of you. That's pretty gross. No matter whose it is, if it's not yours. Yeah, Cruz does have the look of a superstar. He's just got to get his defense in order because he can make some atrocious defensive plays. Young, he's got to learn a little bit more, and that's why they held him back because his D was lagging. Green parallel, clearly authentic. Blue Jay, Ryu to 99. Colby. How about another? Yeah, it would be encased, but just the look of it, you know, like loose hairs and I don't know. Now I'm starting to, even Bo, like Bo's my boy, but I don't know if I like the look of it. I might just be weird about hair. Boston rookies at Duran. Connor Wong. Going to the Red Sox. John, congratulations. You got a Connor Wong. Clearly authentic autograph. One of these. Yeah, it is, Eric. A case hit Trout on-card auto numbered to 99. Swatch auto. Swatto. BT says, I see a blue Julio Chrome auto on eBay for 5K. Yep. Yeah, like BMAC says, you get a box of Chrome with a huge hair stuck in it. Exactly. Like if I was opening one of these packs and there's like a big hair, I'd be like, oh, how gross would that be, right? It'd be disgusting. Stranger's big black hair. Nauseating. Dominic Hamill. Green to 99. New York Mets. Jeremy. Is Verlander back dealing? Why are none of these fitting? I think I know why. I think these are from one of those mystery top loader packages. They're not quite fitting. Piguero Sky Blue. Henry Davis Chrome. Ottenbright. Ray Wave. And another Hamill. Chrome Henry. That's a good one. Benny Montgomery. Refractor. I think I'm going to put him in the secondary pile. I don't really know what to expect. We got 10, 11, 12 more autos coming. I may be able to put him on the stage, but I'm going to hold off. Mariners Rich says there's an aqua blue auto chrome Julio to 199 for 10K on eBay. Yeah, I'm glad they're like just putting the prices really high on there, so it's kind of setting a high market, which is good. Unless you're in the market. I mean, you weren't going to be able to find one for cheap anyway, so. Chrome Marcelo. Grayson Rodriguez, one of the top pitching prospects in the league, followed by Jordan McCants Refractor. I don't think chrome ones will fall as fast because there's less of them. I don't know how many. Just assume 50%. Start there. And then there's not going to be any graded ones for a little while. So until you get some graded ones, I could see the price settling, you know, maybe around like 150 in a PSA 10. Andrew Painter, black and white Ray Wave. Brady House, first refractor, another jewel. Benny and Brady refractors. This has been a spectacular light box already. Both of these cards, you just... Let's see. This one's a little thick on top. That's probably not a gem. So we got like probably a 9 and then maybe a little thick on that side. So I don't know. You might be able to just pay for the whole box with those 2 cards. I'm just thinking about it in terms of if you were to buy this box by yourself and then, you know, try to recoup your money. The best way to do it would be to try to get those things to gem up and then you pay for your box easily. We've got an Invicta in this pack. Let alone all the base, like the base cards that could be nice and valuable. Kai Bush, Raywave, Dustin Sands. First parallels. Lots of first parallels out of this box. We got 2 more packs. Bobby. Marte, Sky Blue. Pacheco Refractor first. Seems like we've been getting like 2 Sky Blues out of these little light boxes, which is awesome. No, that Trout is out of 2022 Chrome. It's got to be like the first one that's pulled like that. Brady House, Ian Mahler, Rayway first. And a jumbo. Yeah, it's from Chrome, Derek. Case hit, 22 Chrome. And it happened to be Trout. Like, you can get those, at least in the past. Usually they just look like that with the little swatch on there. No auto. And it's usually like any person, not named Trout. It's usually like a Bregman or something. O'Neal Cruz, base rookie. Base Chrome. Well, we hit the over on this box, on this break. 2 negatives. What more do I need to say about the negatives? Giolito and Darvish. They're 1 out of 36 jumbo packs. 3.5 boxes should get you one. 3 boxes. There are 12. Jackson Reeds. Tom says that 2-card pack was backed up by that Trout auto. We'll take 2-card packs if they yield that. Acuna New Classics. Greinke. Cabrera. Like, that guy's in the window, but if you guys did not see this, this is the orange parallel that I asked for moments before I pulled it, and they're 1 out of 20, it's 20-something thousand packs. There's too much Whit Merrifield in this product. He's got 2 inserts. Zach Lowther. A good team to get in these breaks, if you just want a bunch of autos, I guess, is the Orioles and the Nationals. Yeah, these don't do it. Those top loaders do not do the trick. I can't remember what the name of that company was. Unfortunately. Just telling the truth. Not the card shells ones. Those ones are sweet. The other ones. Got some QC issues here. Some scratching on the top. Haven't noticed a ton of that, really. Quality control. What is this? Don't tell me we just got another case hit. And it's Whit Merrifield? This is what I was talking about. This is so weird, you guys. This is what I was talking about. Usually they're these case hits. Usually it's like Whit Merrifield, no auto, ta-da. But we got the good one. Topps Chrome Club Threads Relic. Ricky, I know you're hoping for a Bobby. Yeah, Whit instead. Maybe there's still time for a Bobby. There's plenty of time. That's why during a striker break, you gotta like stick around the whole time, because there's always something crazy that happens where I say something and then I pull the card like right after. And we've already had 2 situations where it's really weird. Really weird. Just talking about Whit Merrifield having two separate things. Too many Whit Merrifields, and that usually you get a stink one with no auto. What do we got to do here? Bring on the Bobby. We got to get the SP. We got to be one of the first, if not the first, to get one of those short print rookies. It's got to happen. I'm going way out on a limb. I've already called multiple things this break that have happened. I'm going to keep trying. It's these. It's these top loaders. Let's see how they fit in fine in a regular one. Adam Frazier, veteran autograph. Wicked Diecast with a $2 says, just getting here. Any Wander hits? You're going to have to rewind to the last break. The last break was absurd with Wanders. Just watch the whole thing. Just start from the very beginning and watch the whole thing. There's so many interesting stories and hits, strange hits, good hits, very, very good from the very beginning. Riley Adams, Washington, going to Mike. We're just getting too many SPs, like, you know, too many of these short print rookies popping up. Like, everybody's complaining they're not finding them. We're getting too many of them. Isn't that right? Well, Matt, not really, but I could imagine pulling his auto, which we did, his rookie autograph, not too long ago, and it was horrifying. Two Trout autos in less than a week. It's right on par with, right around there, yeah. You think they just sent like the person to take the Mariners photos and they just took all horizontals? And then they got back and they showed off their work to their boss, and the boss is like, why all horizontals? And he's like, well, I was using my cell phone. And he, you know, how you take a good, I don't know, Tyler Stevenson. Zach Lowther. This is the second auto of this guy, I think. So we're seeing some repeats. Yeah, Bagtown, he's supposed to go eat some innings up tonight, is what I heard, too. And I thought, maybe I should stack up whoever they're playing against. Seriously. But then I forgot. Too much work to do today to put a lineup in. And thanks for everybody who watched my personal box opening of this. Video's doing great. It's like my #1 video of all time through this amount of time. Base Wander. Who was asking for a Wander? You know we're going to get at least one. Make that 2. New classics. And as a matter of fact, we're going to have to trade you out for one like this. We stack them up. We don't have all the room in the world. Matt Vierling is a purple speckle. Lots of these. Expect a lot of speckles. Hey, that's not bad. Nick Lodolo, he's a top prospect. Top pitcher. Pitching prospect. Not bad for a pitcher. Lodolo was a high first rounder, if I remember right. Class A refractor, cup card. Good evening, Beaver Breaks. That's a great price. Congratulations on that price. Sounds like an LCS pickup, am I right? Heart of the city. Bud Ribs with the $4.99 says, hey brother, I'm coming in hot late. Are we liking Topps Chrome at this point? Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty sweet. There's all the usual complaints every single year when Topps Chrome comes out, or any release for that matter. Every single time there's going to be like a whole bunch of haters. Because it's just, that's what trolls be trolling. Period. And so don't like listen to the trolls. You got to get it for yourself. There's gonna be some busts. Like if you're expecting to open up a box and hit a Julio Rodriguez autograph, it's very, very, very difficult to do. And it should be. They shouldn't be a dime a dozen. So like, don't expect that. But it's a beautiful product. All of the parallels are gorgeous, especially like all of them. The prisms look spectacular. The refractors are glorious. All the colored stuff looks cool. Especially the straight parallels, like straight blue, straight green, straight pink. Like they look really good. You know, look at this. The refractor autos, glorious. $400 to $499. They really pop. The artwork on some of these inserts, some of the inserts are sweet. Heart of the City, everybody's loving the Heart of the City inserts. You know, there's a little bit of QC. It's not even close to the worst I've ever seen. The stuff during 2021 was, I think, was worse. The veteran autos in the mix, not as bad as I thought, because some of the veterans that you're getting are actually like good major league players, whereas some of the relief pitching no-name rookies that maybe you would normally get aren't here. So all in all, I like the product. Is it expensive? Yep. Is it gonna stay this expensive? I think it'll probably settle around where Who was just saying that? Beaver Brakes? Yeah, Beaver Brakes was saying 250 and 500. I think that's a little bit closer to where it's going to settle in for a while. I don't see it getting that much cheaper than that anytime soon. Here's one thing to look out for. And I forgot about this last year. But one thing to look out for is towards the end of the year, a lot of these places are going to be trying to clear out some of their inventory. So there's oftentimes good deals in like December, late, like mid-November, November, December. You know, Dave and Adams and Blowout and Steel City, they're all going to be trying to clear out some of their inventory because you got to look at it from their standpoint. If they have $100,000 of product sitting on their shelf, that's an asset that they have to pay taxes on. So they might as well sell them and get the cash in hand. And that's what they do. So maybe around the like Christmas time, the product there'll be some sales to be had, but it's not going to get that much cheaper. And it might be that retail's the way to go. A lot of times it is. Nando. Like if you're seeing these autographs are way few and far in between like getting good autographs, then maybe it's just the retail show. Nothing wrong with that. You'll be able to find it probably for a while at least, especially since like Dick's Sporting Goods and some of these weird places are going to have some. Maybe you can find some at Barnes & Noble, and maybe retail is the way to go. But a lot of people just, they're looking to, especially in brakes. In brakes, you're looking for that dart throw, hit me, get me that crazy auto for a low price, you know? So probably in brakes, you're going to want to be jumbo and hobby centric. I think adding in some retail, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be mixing in retail and hobby. And as the prices go up and down, like one reason why you can believe and trust what I say is I don't get heavily invested in anything. So I'm not like shilling for any particular product. I just buy like enough to do the brakes, and then I buy more for the next brakes. Like I don't buy cases and cases and 60 cases and sit on it. Nah, that's impossible. I can't do that. So I'll just tell you how it is, and there's there's nothing driving me to say anything. That's why I do those value series breakdowns, to actually find out the true value. Where is it at? And then that's what we're going to hit. But I think for brakes, it's going to be nice to get a nice variety from, ideally, maybe it'll end up being like a brake consists of a jumbo, a hobby, a couple of blasters, and a light box. And then add some other stuff in there. That might be the way to go. Rookie auto redemption, Joe Ryan. What were we saying about Minnesota all day today? Surprising hits for the Twins across the board. Nathan? Yeah, Peds, you see that Trout auto, dude? No SSPs yet, Beast. Look at this thing. Case hit Trout auto to 99. Thing's nasty. On card. And this, one more time. 1 out of 28,000, folks. I'm going to keep bringing it up. That's the orange parallel, 24 of 25. The sneaky hit of the break. Jeff asks, when and where do you catch wind of new product lines? Well, you can go to the Beckett. Beckett has a list of releases when they're supposed to come out. That thing changes all the time, but at least you can kind of get an idea, Brandon Marsh refractor, of like what's coming out. So yeah, just type in like Beckett new baseball card releases or something like that into a search. You should be able to find it pretty easily. I use that. But you can also go to like blowout.com and look at their list of like upcoming releases, pre-orders and things like that, and they'll have a better idea of the dates usually than Beckett. Beckett doesn't update their dates all the time. Buxton. I don't know if these have parallels either. It looks like a parallel, but that would be cool. Any aqua yet? Yeah, we did hit an aqua something last break. Trey Mancini. Hollis in the house? There he is. What's up, man? Hollis, did you get a new avatar? Looks like you changed it. I haven't really decided what I like better, hobby or jumbo yet. Probably jumbo. It depends on the price differential. If you can get the jumbos for $350 or I'm at $550, it's much better than $700, man. $550 is a pretty good price. $650 that's what if you pre-ordered, you probably had to pay $650. But I can see them dropping down to $550. If we're seeing $550 at LCSs, hopefully then that's a sign of the future, but I don't really know. Because, like, look at Bowman. Bowman jumbos haven't dropped. Maybe a little some places, but it's a super awesome product, though. Will says, hot tip, if you go to Barnes & Noble and get a membership, you get 10% off your purchases, including cards. That is a hot tip. I'm going to have to check that out. We don't have one near. It's about 40 minutes away. But when Topps Chrome released, I mean, I already ordered some. I pre-ordered a case at an expensive price, so I'm kind of mad about that. Another Washington pitcher auto, Francisco Perez. Everybody was saying that they were going to be $40, which is why I don't buy into the hype ever of people who think that they know what they're talking about. Like, it's going to be, like all that. These people don't know what they're talking about. You go to blowout, everybody's going to be, and then they're all wrong. The forums. I've vented a lot about the forums today because a lot of those people disgust me. There's some fine people there, but a lot of them are gross. Look at that trout. It's a gnarly trout. Nameless, faceless trolls is all they are. Just ripped through half a hobby box of no refractors. We've been spot on with all our refractors. Lots of them. Matt Manning refractor. The refractors look awesome this year too. I mean, they really refract. It's the design. It's that clean metallic chrome design. It just really pops. The 87 inserts look awesome. All the inserts pretty much look awesome. Even the future stars. It's growing on me more and more. Gold. Wave. Oh, wow. Color match. O'Neal Cruz. Whoa. That is spectacular. Glenn. Oh, man. 2 of 50. Look at that. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's a tingler right there. Like, I just got goosebumps from this card. It's so nice. The image. You know, a lot of times with the wave refractors, it can distort the image, but the image is crisp. It might be hard to see. That is a beautiful card. We got 2 window cards. Gorgeous. One of the best base parallels that you can get out of this set. There's the Wander, and then that's probably number 2, right? Maybe a Trout, number 3. Like a base Trout. Like I said, my buddy Cubby pulled this same card in a Trout. And it's gorgeous. That's funny, Matt. Last pack, and then we got 2 more boxes. That's a tingler. We got a tingler. Where are those SP rookies? Did they pull one over on us? Did Topps pull one over on us? I think they might have. I can't believe no one's seen hide nor hair of the SP rookies. I thought at least one would have shown its face by now. I mean, I've been doing this for several hours, so maybe one has by now. Another Bowman draft. It's the double-double mixture. We got 2 of these, 2 of those, 2 of everything. Pack number 1 has a blue something. Let's get right to it. Brennan Beck. That's a first for the Yankees. Awfully thick, Andrew. Awfully thick. Cespedes refractor. Wave 2 or 3 of the release. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know that there are waves. Brady House. Chrome first. Like, I think it all goes to the distributors at once. Except for maybe retail and like those light boxes. So that would be what I would think. Like if it's gonna be in something, maybe retail or light more prevalently. You'd think someone would have spilled the beans on that. Oh, I don't know, Aaron. That was a long time ago. I can barely remember what just happened 2 seconds ago. O'Neal Cruz 1.6 WAR this year with a 98 OPS plus. So he's right about average. His defensive WAR this year is 0.7, surprisingly. He must be like the errors must not. His arm must make up for the errors. If that makes sense. So 1.6 WAR for Cruz. He keeps giving me Bobby Witt Sr. Stop. And Bobby Witt Jr.'s got 0.6 with a 103 OPS plus. 247 batting average, 27 stolen bases, and 20 home runs. His defensive WAR is negative 1.6. Joe Rock. It's very interesting because he's looking really awesome on offense. 20 home runs and 27 stolen bases is good. Colton Cowser. Sky blue. Witt's the worst defender in baseball. I haven't been watching a lot of KC games, to be honest with you. Like KC games and Detroit Tigers games are they're pretty similar. Same division, same amount of suck, except at least they have Bobby, who's exciting. I mean, we've got some players that are sort of exciting. Riley Green, at least at one point. He's looking like a good player. Just maybe he needs some more players around him. I think the problem with Bobby is where's the veteran leadership? Like you would say Cabrera, but I don't see Cabrera taking anybody under his wing ever and like trying to help him out. And then Baez has just had a sourpuss look on his face all season. Even after he hits a home run, Baez is just like he's not happy to be there. So that doesn't help. I don't know who's worse to watch. It's got to be like, because I was going to say the Pirates, but at least they've got O'Neal Cruz to watch. Like, what's worse to watch, though? The Pirates or the Tigers? Man. That's the question. And it's probably the Tigers. They have to be the worst team in the league to watch. And our announcers are horrible. Kirk Gibson is the worst announcer, color commentator in baseball by a long shot. Not even close. You saying something like that. It's like, what are you saying? All right, guys, this is the last box. We've been through a lot together today. Let's finish it off with a nice short print rookie and or rookie autograph of one of the big boys. Nationals are the worst to watch. I'd rather watch the Nationals. Actually, they are pretty stinky. Very, very. But I think I'd rather watch the Nationals. Like, now that they traded Soto and Bell away, not nearly as good. Like, before that, they were at least, you could watch them, they could do things. Now with only Nelson Cruz, who's passed, who's done, washed. Matt Olson. That's the first Matt Olson. We got a little bit of different collation in this box, I've noticed so far. Maybe this is the box, folks. Ketel Marte, blue to 150. Is Torkelson not playing? He got called back up. He was playing. He doesn't play every day. They only play him in situations where he could potentially succeed. Connor Siebold. Autograph. Going to Boston. Torque is in AAA. They send him back down again? Can't keep track. If they sent him back down again, that's kind of, I don't understand. Why would they just bring him back up again and then send him back down? Chaz McCormick, Prism, Siri Refractor. Got some centering issues on that one. Cruz just went yard. Yeah, Cruz being able to pull almost a 2 WAR in limited time is impressive. It is. So Bobby's got 556 plate appearances. That's a lot for anybody, let alone a rookie coming up, not even at the beginning of the year. And for Cruz having only 287 plate appearances and already pulling a 1.6 WAR, he's only got 15 home runs, 7 stolen bases, batting 220, 98. So his offense, I thought his offense was ahead of his defense. Guess not. It's that rocket arm of his saving runs. It's got to be what it is. Or like getting outs above average. Should specify. Mike Bowman, if you're getting into a Topps Chrome break, Nationals and Orioles, baby. Nationals and Orioles. Get yourself a cheap spot with the Nationals and Orioles. Pull some autos. One of them's bound to hit. Can you explain WAR? Asked Keith. Just wins above replacement. Wins above replacement is a single number that represents the number of wins the player adds to the team above what a replacement player would have. Think 4A. Triple A or 4A player. Scale for a single season. 8+ is an MVP. 5+ is all-star. 2+ is a starter. 0 to 2 is a reserve. And then 0 is a replacement level player. Lance Lynn really turned it around. He was horrible for most of the season. He kind of turned his season around. Like you would have hoped to see. I guess it's not. It's like second-year players though. But I think Bobby next year is going to be, because I saw Bobby, but Bobby Witt's probably going to be on there next year. Luke Williams, Phillies to $3.99. Chris. No, they're not, Corey. Not that I saw. Jake Myers. We got 4 packs left. Should be about 2 more autographs in here. Base Wander. Did we already get one of these? I would think we got at least one of these already, yeah. Seems like, I mean, we had 4 boxes in here. And if we got 2 base wanders, yeah, that makes sense. Every other box. 2 jumbos, 2 hobby. Gonna fall at a higher rate, most likely, in a jumbo. Yeah, every one of them looks like a insert parallel. You know what these look like? These look like an insert that you get out of Chronicles. Maybe a Phoenix card. Looks kind of like a Phoenix. Blue. Lava? Otto? Taylor McGill. He phoned that one in a little bit. But what a sick card. Look at that thing. Wow. Another one going to the Mets. Jeremy. So we did get a refractor too. I don't know if I turned that over to $4.99. 2 parallel autographs out of this. Ray Wave. Did I call that lava? Sorry, Ray Wave. Sometimes they kind of, if you don't, they kind of look the same sometimes. But yeah, Ray Wave. Blue Ray Wave. O'Neal Cruz. Heart of the City Pete. One last pack. Paul Goldschmidt. Magenta speckle. Real thick. Yeah, it's hard to see on that one, especially. His auto was so small. He's just like, meh. Another Joan Adon. 3. We've gotten 3 of them. Different boxes, different cases. Okay, I'm going to show you the hits, and then we'll have a little discussion. I'll kind of do an overview of what I think about the product thus far after this. Start where we finished. Joan Adon. Paul Goldschmidt to $350. Tylor McGill to $150. Blue Ray Wave. Jake Myers autograph. Luke Williams to $3.99. Mike Bowman. Connor Seabold refractor to $4.99. Ketel Marte blue to $150. Brennan Beck blue to $150. 2, 3. There's 3 spectacular hits we got out of this break. This Milwaukee Heart of the City, 1 out of, I forget it already, 28,000 packs. 24 out of 25. Crazy. Orange. Trout, crazy hit. Case hit. On-card auto to 99, swatch auto. And O'Neal Cruz. Gold Wave. Color match, 2 of 50. Whoa. Wow. Little wander pile. Chrome. New classics. Chrome. Washington National auto. Francisco Perez. Matt Vierling, purple speckle. Nick Lodolo, that's not bad. Autograph, Keston Hero refractor to $4.99. Auto Tanner Allen to $4.99. Little Joe Allen rookie autograph. Zach Lowther auto. Riley Adams to $350. Adam Frazier, a blue number here to $150. We got 2 case hits. Whit Merrifield. If you didn't see that, you go rewind and see what happened there. Like before. Another negative. Giolito. 2 negatives. We hit the over. Darvish and Giolito. Ryu auto to 99. Schwillenbach to $4.99. Hamill to 99. Wong, clearly authentic. Royce Lewis autograph. Kyle Tucker, blue Ray Wave auto. We did get 2 of those Ray Wave. And another Zach Louth. I mean, we're kind of pulling the same autos over and over. And there were some secondary hits too. We got a Brady House refractor. We ended up with, what else? Oh yeah, Benny Montgomery refractor first. So a couple of nice firsts. This break, all in all, was really good. All right, thoughts, closing thoughts before I get out of here. Spend my whole weekend sorting through this stuff. It's not as bad as people are saying it is. I don't think. At that price point, at the ultra high price point, opening, this always happens where products are super expensive at first. People get that FOMO. The hype, the pre-order hype drove the prices high, okay? We were under the impression that we were going to get Bobby Witt Jr. rookies, Julio, Torkelson, and some others maybe. That didn't pan out, and then they called them short prints. Haven't seen one, so something tells me there's something wrong with that whole situation. It's not right. Something's wrong with that. Whether they pulled the wool over our eyes, I don't know. I think the price is going to potentially drop a little bit. It's not going to drop that much. If you're holding out for like $400 and something jumbo boxes, you're going to be holding your breath for a long, long, long time. Hobby boxes, I think it stabilizes potentially at $250, $550, right around that range. That seems right to me, because these places are going to hold on to it at that price. They'll just hold on to it for a while. In all, I like way more about this product than I dislike. Quality control overall was okay. There's some scratching, you're gonna get that, especially in a high produced. There's a high production, about 20% more than last year. But that's been the case year after year. Production's going up around 20%, year over year. It seems like possibly they rushed it a little bit. You get a little bit of card sticking, but I haven't noticed any damage from the stick. It's just kind of stuck together, and you just pry it open, right? Just pop it open easily. Haven't noticed a ton of damage. Quality control for the most part seems to be pretty good. The parallels are awesome. They really, really pop. The refractors and the prisms look really good, and it's what you want in chrome. Metallic chrome finish, and all of the refractors and parallels pop. The autographs that are on card can be a little hard to see. It's a throwback to like the 2018 design where they didn't white it out. So it's hard signed right on the card. It almost looks like a TTM signing or an in-person autograph that you would get. Now when you start getting into the parallels, the autographs are even harder to see. It's not going to affect the value of the card. The auto's the auto, whether it's easy to see, not easy to see, it's not going to affect the value, I don't think. The veteran autos, these are all the issues that people have. The veteran autos, they're okay. I'd almost rather have a veteran auto than some scrub pitcher that's in the bullpen, maybe. A lot of times with Topps Chrome, we run into that stuff. Bullpen pitchers that we're never going to see or hear from again. I would rather have a Kyle Tucker autograph than Jake No Name from the Pirates, right? Now, there's still going to be those, but it's not too bad getting a veteran auto. With the increase in supply, that kind of thing has to happen. What else? I like the 87 in a chrome. Looks really good. I think we kind of touched on everything. All in all, the release is actually pretty nice. It's pretty good. It's not horrible like they're saying it is. The price may drop a little bit in the short term. Probably not going to drop a lot. And Topps update is going to be good. Topps Chrome update is going to be the release of the year probably. And Bowman Chrome, if it includes these short print rookies that we aren't seeing, is going to be another spectacular release. So look out for Topps Chrome update. Look out for Bowman Chrome. They're going to be great releases. This is a good release. Is it great? Nope. Is it good? Yeah. That's my thought to this point. We'll open a lot more of this stuff and we'll find out. Hopefully the price drops a little bit, but I think retail is going to be a really good route to go, especially if you're on a budget. So look out for those blaster boxes. Pick some up on the Target website if they're still there. They're not going to be there forever, and they're going to be more expensive than that. They're going to go up from that price that you can get them for the lower price on Target. I imagine they'll be about $50 a piece in the short term, short to medium term, and they might go up to about $100 within a year or two, depending on a lot of factors. But those are my thoughts. I appreciate all of you. Thanks for watching. I will catch you all later.